Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my review for these incredible comics by IDW. I mean, I was actually about to go to sleep, but these books were so amazingly, just amazing. I had to do this now as I wouldn't be able to sleep. These are IDW's Infestation crossover books. So what we have is Infestation, Star Trek, and Transformers. Now, for those of you who don't know, the best way to imagine this: zombie apocalypse in the Star Trek universe, and zombie apocalypse in the Transformer universe. Now that that's said in there, let's get on with this review here. Now, first up, this Transformer book is just horribly illustrated. Horribly. The guy really needs to. I mean, if it's an established character, he can at least make it look like what it's supposed to look like. But when he gets to create his own things, that's when it's really, really bad. I would highly recommend watching some anime. Maybe watch some Gundam. Maybe watch some Dunbine, Galliant, Grand Largan. Something to that effect. That would probably help out a little bit, because this stuff is just utter crap. I mean, look at that. That one looks just horrible. Anyways, here's the situation. You have a ship crash landing in Vegas. Zombies and zombie robots come out. Now, Galvatron immediately comes, and he starts blasting away. All the Decepticons blast away. Now, Megatron and the Autobots immediately come by, and unfortunately they don't see the situation for what it is, and they try to put a stop to the Decepticons rampaging. Now, I will say this before I go on. This is actually a really nice picture here, and this is probably the best picture out of the whole book. So, props for that. Now, anyways, while they're fighting, Galvatron's basically going, hey, you need to come under, swear your allegiance to me, listen to me, I'm, blah, 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 I'm in charge. And of course, that's not setting in well with the Autobots, which causes more problems. Now, eventually, one of the robots gets infected. So, I guess what the basic premise is, because the Autobots, the Decepticons, are living, the virus can be spread to them because they're alive. Now, the first robot here, it's one of those robots piloted by humans, and basically like a claw-like thing goes through the chest, which you can watch the virus spread here, and eventually the human got turned into a zombie. Now, while all of that's going on, eventually one of the Autobots figures out, hey, wait a second, something's not right here. I recognize this from happening, and eventually also the Autobots basically stop Galvatron and then put up a protective barrier. Now, the main problem we have here is Autobots want to contain and then make sure make sure you don't kill the safe humans. Galvatron's got the right idea. You gotta eradicate, kill, and just kill and kill. Now, the basic premise here is Galvatron was flying in space, found an anomaly, and they found like this ice thing, and inside that ice thing basically had the zombies, and they basically fought on the ship, and then that caused the ship basically to get damaged, and then it crash landed. The Decepticon ship crash landed on Earth, and I don't know. This book it's on a different level, totally different level. I don't know if this is good, or I don't know if this is incredibly bad, because the basic premise is insane. So, I read this book, and I'm like going, okay, I can just do the review of this tomorrow, no big deal. But then I read this book. Oh my god, this book is this book, if you thought this was bad, this is on a brand new level. Now, the one thing I will say about this is, as I'm reading this, I'm hearing James Kirk in my head. I am hearing Spock. I'm hearing Bones. It's perfect. And they say everything, all the catchphrases that they would normally say. And that's what makes it so amazingly awesome. And this is just, but at the same time, it's so bad on a different level. The art is just, as you can see, the art is just blah. It's just, ugh. And the coloring does not help. Let's put it this way. I think the coloring is so bad. Like the support, the guards that normally wear the red shirts, they have to put them in armor because you wouldn't be able to tell them apart. That's how bad the art is and coloring. So the basic premise here is Bones did some good things. He's going to get an award, a medal, and they're doing it at this resort type vacation planet. Bones being Bones says, "I'm telling you, Jim, I was just doing my job. I don't need this medal." And then, Kirk being Kirk is like, "Dude, chill out. There's going to be some chicks down there. Enjoy the view, And so eventually, this shuttle gets to the planet. Spock's like, interesting. They're not getting my hails. They're not responding. There's no protocol that normally should be going on here. So, eventually, see, this is the thing that makes me wonder, is, they don't do things like, yeah, hey, you know what? Maybe I might send a message back. Warn go to the Enterprise saying, hey, I think something weird is going on here. It doesn't even make an attempt. It looks like they circled the area a few times to see what's going on. No, they just land. So they land on the planet. Nobody's around. And, they start looking around, and then eventually they come across their first zombie. And, this being Star Trek, of course what they do is phasers to stun. Which, fine. Don't blame them for doing that. They don't necessarily know what a zombie apocalypse is like. So the zombies are totally not affected by that. Eventually more and more zombies start coming, and that's when they figure out, hey, wait a second, these are colonists. We don't know what's going on. We might be able to cure them, so we just can't go killing them. Which, I understand, but personally, if I see someone dead, phaser's going to kill, and I'm shooting this as fast as I can. So, eventually what happens is, the guards, they get bit one by, they start getting bit, and the landing parties, numbers are shrinking. Now, I'm getting to the part that just made me lull completely. Now, one of the guards here gets bit on the neck. They already know if that it's a virus. They know it's transmitted via biting, and so what do? They do what any other group of survivors do. They drag the infected along with them. Now, this is the best part. They can see that he's changing, but while the guy is dying, he is begging, he does not want to die, and he's turning into a zombie. What do? They are arguing. They're talking amongst themselves. It makes it look like they're not even paying attention to this poor guy who's clutching his throat. I mean, if you look at that, it's like, it's crazy. The guy's going, I don't want to die. And Kirk is like, Bones, isn't there anything? And then you hear Bones go, damn it, Jim, I don't even know what's going on. And it's like there's, I don't know. I see a guy doing this type of transformation here, and then I think I might want to be doing something a little more than, is there anything we can do with him? Yeah, there's something you can do. It's called killing him now, putting a phaser to burn and incinerate his body. So he doesn't come. They already know he's going to come back, but yet they're not even making any attempt to do anything. Oh, man. I was like, are you out of your mind? So they leave their little safe area because, of course, there's another infected in there, and then the zombie here jumps out to attack, and then there's Bones here, and you don't know, is he running, jumping, Or is he like doing a wind up because he wants to hit the guy with the shovel? I have no idea. But anyways, the zombie bites the guard, luckily for Bones, and more carnage battling ensues. Now, the interesting thing here is there's some sort of intelligence amongst these zombies because they're trying to figure out. They go to the shuttle and it looks like they're going to attempt to take off. Now, of course, the Enterprise is too far away, so Kirk has to leave a message that'll eventually get to the Enterprise, and they eventually set their phasers to full power, and they blow up the shuttle. So this way, they can't get home now. And a couple other interesting points here is apparently this virus spreads to animals, and there's some energy spike on this planet, so that's where they're going to go to next. These books were just amazing. I can't describe how. I guess I don't know if this was pure genius or am I reading something that's just not really fit to be printed. So now that I've read those books, I'm definitely now buying G.I. Joe and Ghostbusters. These are going to be it's going to be mandatory reading because I just have to see how insane these books are going to be. But anyways, that's my review of Infestation. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. And since these are pretty much crossover to a bunch of different things, I'm curious, what would you like to see crossovered with zombies? Star Wars zombies, Battlestar Galactica zombies, or would you like maybe something more simpler, like maybe Baywatch zombies? Just curious. Let me know what you think, and I'll have more reviews up later. So until next time.